right, hey guys, what's going on? Some interesting stories from tonight. Yeah, I started, I don't even know where to begin, but today was our day at Princess Cay. It's the second day of the cruise, November 30th. It's just after midnight, so technically it's December 1st now, but yeah, second day of the cruise. We went to an island. The cruise ship will call it Princess Cay, but it's actually called Eleuthera. It's an island in the Bahamas. It's 110 miles long, 3 miles wide, has a population of 17,000. Just got this information today from the people I met, the locals who were working at the bars after they tendered us to the island. But anyway, long story short, or it's going to be a long story regardless. So yeah, I woke up around 9 a.m., went down, got breakfast. This island was a tender, which means you have to take those little boats over. I mean, they're not that little. They hold like 100, 200 people on them, but they ship anchors maybe like 2 or 3 miles offshore, and then you take the little boats to the island. It's for islands that don't have like a commercial pier for a cruise ship. But anyway, do that, get my ticket, have a drink, meet a couple, Jim and Judy from Findlay, Ohio. It's like, I normally am bad with names, but I don't know why I remember their names. But had a drink there, had a double Grey Goose Caesar, the Canadian drink. Yeah, that's the clam juice Bloody Mary. To start around, like, I think I got on the tender at like 11:30, so went down there at 11, got my ticket, and I made it to the island around noon. And when I did, you can use your drink package at the Princess Cay because it's like a private island. So I go over to the first bar. It's really packed. It's obnoxiously packed. I wait like 20-30 minutes to get a drink. Then I continue through the setup they have there. They got a bunch of bungalows, beach chairs. It's a pretty big setup. If you've seen my Half Moon Cay video, it's very similar. Same cruise line. I mean, it's the Half Moon Cay is technically a Carnival cruise line, but they're all Princess is a subsidiary of Carnival Cruise Lines anyway. So make it to the second bar. Second bar, there's only a few people there. Get a couple drinks. This time I get more adventurous. I get the double reposado, double 1800 reposado. I get a double margarita there. Then before I left that bar, I think I got another double reposado. Then I went to the final bar at the end, and ran into, at the second bar I ran into the server from the first day. His name is Amal. He's from Amel. It's Amel. It's not Amal. And he's from like Monaco or something like that. I believe it's Monaco. If I post another one of these, I'll correct myself. But so he served me my first drink on the first day at the pool bar. So then I saw him here again. So I'm like, oh, that's coincidence. I'm like, this guy looks familiar. Anyway, get my drinks there. I think he hooked me up with the reposado. So then I can make it down to the third bar at the end, and it's like, basically, it's like a paywall. You get down to the end. It's all bungalows that you have to rent. And then they have the sanctuary area, which is, like, you have to get a day pass to get in there. You have to pay $100 a day or whatever to get into that area. I'm like, I'm not paying, but make it to the third bar, and I met another guy. What was his name? I don't even remember, but the only reason I remember is because I was just walking back and I ran into him again, and called me out by name, and I'm like, this guy looks so familiar. And I was like, yeah, I was drinking at your bar 13 hours ago. Makes sense. But I did take a break in between then, like for dinner and such. I didn't drink the entire time, but anyway, I just went to the International Cafe, the 24-hour eatery. I got the Cuban sandwich and the goat cheese and artichoke quiche. Tried to go to the Vista Club. There were like 10 people dancing there. It was really awkward. But before then, now here's where it gets interesting. I went to the Take 5 Jazz Bar, which is next to the cigar bar on, I believe it's deck 6 forward. So anyway, I'm sitting at the bar, I'm listening, I'm like eavesdropping on a conversation. There's 3 women there. 2 of them are together. So I'm just listening on their conversation, and they're from Michigan, they're from Michigan. I'm from Michigan, obviously, but that's not it. They were talking about the Enchanted Princess cruise that went to New England. They were on the same cruise as me, but 2 weeks later. I was on it September 17th to the 24th. They were on it like early October or whatever. But so they were on the same cruise. Also happens that they're from Waterford, Michigan, which is like 20-minute drive from where I'm from. Also, we flew in on the same flight, same day. On yesterday, we both flew in. Now it gets crazy. Now here's what's kind of like. So all these coincidences. Also, their room is literally 2 doors down from here. It's literally 2 doors down. How did I figure that out? I was showing them. I made a vlog where I showed my balcony, and I showed them the video, and they're like, what the hell? They're like, that's almost the exact same view I have. I'm like, really? And they're like, no, you must be super close. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm on deck 8. They're like, yeah, we're on deck 8. And then told me my room number. I'm like, yeah, I'm like literally 2 doors down. So sick coincidence. But they were cool. They were like, how do you maintain this lifestyle? I was like, I don't know. The third girl, the third woman, whatever her name was, she was a pediatrician of some sort. I don't know where she was from, but she was like really grilling me. She was like, how can you keep going on these cruises? Blah, blah, blah. And like, she was really intense. She was like, I'm a pediatrician. I work really hard. I can barely afford to do this. Blah, 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 blah. And then she made it clear that she was single over and over again. I was like, take it easy, lady. But, yeah, so interesting day. Binge drinking for, not the entire day. I did take some time off to watch a movie in my room. I've been watching Papillon. If you've never seen it, A+. Good shit. They got one thing I like about Princess is they got a huge collection of movies on demand. So usually I'll watch like one movie a night about. It's a good way to get out of the bars, get out of the smoking areas, to just chill and relax, because otherwise it's kind of intense to just be in the shit show the entire time. Like, yeah, I need a little bit of a cool down. Can't just be out there drinking and fucking partying the entire time. Your brain will just be like, but alright, gonna eat this Cuban sandwich and enjoy that quiche, and gonna call it a night. It's almost 1 a.m. now, so alright, thanks for checking this out, and to day 3. Welcome to December.
Did I have the most smile?
Alright, thanks, man. Cheers. Awesome, thank you. It's a dry Hendrix martini. Sophisticated, like. I'm walking around the ship. I tried to go to the club to see if anything was going on there. There's like 10 people there. Pretty awkward and awful. But yeah, I'm going back to the International Cafe, which is the 24-hour eatery here, on the end of a 13-hour binge drinking session. Check this out. It's a nice ship. It's just like empty. One thing I gotta know, it's like whenever I watch these videos that I film like this on this phone, it's like, slow down on those pans, man. Like whipping the phone around and give somebody a seizure. But yeah, there was no one up there. But I do have some interesting stories from earlier. I had some interesting people up there at the Take 5 bar. Should probably record something about that. We got the Vista Lounge down here. Some other sort of Crown Grill or whatever. I think it's the Crown Grill bar, but it's only midnight, but the entire ship has been vacated. Can you blame them? This is the Princess Live bar. Again, I mean, there's nothing going on here, but this is where they have karaoke generally. Still eerily quiet.